Hello and welcome to DkIT Library. My name is Claire Fox. I'm the Library Liaison for the School of Business and Humanities, and I'm going to take you through the library's resources and supports that are available to you as distance learners. In this video, I will introduce you to the library, look at our website, and also why we might use library material. In further videos, we will look at searching various resources. You can refer back to any of these videos as and when you need to during your programme. We are happy to help you with any queries in addition to these tutorials, so please do contact us if you need to. Before that though, I want to briefly mention library anxiety. Yes, it exists. Academic libraries provide access to large amounts of information. But library anxiety can manifest itself as a feeling of fear or overwhelm when using these library resources, when searching for material, or even knowing where to start. Hopefully, this series of videos will alleviate any anxiety, but as mentioned, please do reach out if you need assistance at any point. DkIT Library is a hybrid library. So we have the physical space, but the vast majority of our resources are available online. You can be a library user without even stepping into the building. This is very useful for those learning remotely. You can access most of the library's services off campus. You will need your DkIT login details to access these resources. This is the same username and password that you use to access your email and Moodle, and they will have been provided to you at registration. As registered students of DkIT, you are, of course, welcome to visit us in person. Just check our opening hours in advance and remember to bring your student card with you for access. To access the library website, go to dkit.ie, then click the link to the library on the top right-hand side of the page. Our main search feature, multi-search, is available here. We will look at this in detail in a separate video. Our contact details are here also, along with our opening hours for the day, the week, and the month. Under Using the Library, we have information on our main search options, along with services specifically for distance learners. We have a wide range of ebooks available on multi-search. However, if there is a specific print book in the library that you need, and it's not an option for you to visit in person, we can post the book to you and arrange to send you a prepaid envelope for returns. These services can be requested online here. Back on the library homepage, we have a link to more search options, which we will cover in a separate video. We have a range of library guides to support you with your studies, and they are well worth checking out. Additional contact details are linked to from our homepage also. The library looks after DkIT's Harvard Referencing Guide, and it's available here too. So, why should you use library resources? Well, the Institute and the library pay for and provide access to high-quality material. This material is not always accessible on Google. It may not be listed, or if it is, it may sit behind a paywall, meaning you are asked to pay for access. The library subscribes to collections of academic material so that you can access it free of charge. Most of these resources are available anywhere, anytime, so long as you log in using your DkIT username and password. For the most part, this is scholarly or academic material, It's often peer-reviewed, meaning it has been evaluated by experts in the field, or it has been produced by industry professionals. You will be expected to use this kind of material in your coursework. Finding, accessing and using this kind of academic material means you are reading sources yourself, which ties in with the concept of academic integrity. Academic integrity means doing your own work, acknowledging the contributions of others, and avoiding issues like plagiarism, cheating, or fabrication. DkIT has an academic integrity policy online for you to read. The Institute also provides a guide for students on the use of generative AI in assessments, and I'd encourage you to read it. Your lecturers for each module will also provide guidance on this, so do check requirements here directly with them. Let's move on to the concept of the literature. During your studies, you will use a range of material types. These may be published in different formats and serve varying purposes. Textbooks, either in print or ebook format, are useful when you are looking for theory, when you are searching for background information, or when you need a comprehensive grounding in a topic. Journal articles are scholarly or academic papers written by experts in a specific field. They are usually up-to-date, detailed, and focused on specific topics. They may be based on original research or might also be an analysis or a review. Quite often they are peer-reviewed, meaning they have been evaluated by other experts for accuracy and quality. Individual journal articles are usually 7,000 to 8,000 words in length and are published in journals. Journal issues then are published at regular intervals, such as monthly or quarterly. Conference papers are short research reports presented at a conference to share new or ongoing research with peers. These papers are submitted for review in advance and are often published for the event as conference proceedings. Journal articles and conference papers are often collected together in library databases. As you know, websites are useful for up-to-date information. They're easy to read, they may be giving an overview, or they may be offering more specific information. But of course, with this kind of information, you need to ask yourself, who has created this? Are they an expert in the field? Are they not? Are they authoritative? Do they know what they're talking about? Could they be biased? What is the content? Is it based on fact? Is it based on research? Is it an opinion? And so on. Why was it created? So is it to inform, or perhaps it is to sell something? And when was it created? Is this information up to date, and does it need to be for your research area? Overall, with a website, you need to ask yourself, can you trust the content? And is it of good enough quality to use in your coursework? The same applies for other sources of information, such as news items, podcasts, and so on. Try to verify the reliability and credibility of the information, and maybe even find an academic publication that backs up the argument. Depending on your level of study, websites and other sources may be of good enough quality, or they may not, so check in with your lecturers on what they expect for your own individual assessments. You might be asked by your lecturer to search for literature, review the literature, link back to the literature, and so on. But what is this enigmatic literature? The literature is simply the collection of all the scholarly or academic writing about a topic. And by scholarly, we mean books, ebooks, journal articles, conference papers, and similar material. Material that has been published, edited, or peer-reviewed. The literature evolves over time as more is published. You may also need to consider the information cycle when searching for literature. Consider an event that happens, such as the results of an election. On the day of the event, you will find information about it on websites, social media, and on TV and radio. Be aware that it may take some time for information about a new event to be verified. The week of the event, you will read about it on news sites or in newspapers, and shortly after that, the information can appear in magazines. However, it may take time for the event to be written up in journal articles and textbooks. Journal articles and books need to be researched, written, reviewed, and edited before they are published, and this takes time. So if you are researching a very new topic, you may not find many journal articles and textbooks as part of the literature. On a related note, if you are looking for literature on a very specific or local event, it may well be that little has been published about it, and you may need to widen your scope. It may not be as simple as typing your assignment title or paper title into a search bar. In order to search published academic or library resources comprehensively, you may need to consider where you are searching. So what is the quality of the material that's coming back? Are you able to access it fully? Academic material often sits behind something called a paywall, meaning the publisher requires you to pay for it in order to access the full text of it, or you will need to log in if your institute, such as DkIT, has subscribed to the material on your behalf. You may need to break your topic down into the keywords or phrases of that topic. You might need to consider synonyms, alternate phrases, related terms, variant in spellings, and variant words. You can combine search terms using the advanced search feature on your search engine or Boolean operators, which we will look at shortly. Use quotation marks to specify that you want to find the exact phrase. For example, energy efficiency in quotation marks will find those two words beside each other rather than separately in a piece of text. A comprehensive search of the literature is often a complex search, and it's a good idea to plan it in advance. You may need to search multiple resources. You may need to refine your search and try again. Sometimes it can help to sketch out the main keywords and subtopics for your research subject. For instance, you could identify the main aspect of your topic, and then consider other words or phrases and related terms that a researcher might use when they are publishing material about it. You could also use Boolean operators to refine your search. Use AND to narrow your search. For example, searching for entrepreneurship and innovation will return results with both of these words. Searching for entrepreneurship or innovation will broaden your search and return results with either word, and you can use NOT to limit your search if helpful. I would recommend that you organise your search terms and the literature that you have found from the beginning. Keep notes of the literature that you have read and what you need to read. Maybe group the literature you've found based on themes, scope, and so on. You can use the references in the literature you have found to link to other sources that might be relevant, and you will also need these details for your reference list. Decide the best way to do this for you and do it from the beginning. And as mentioned before, remember to evaluate the material you find. Is it relevant to your topic? Is it authoritative? Is it objective? Is it up to date and does it need to be? And is it an academic piece or not? Dundalk IT Library subscribes to a range of collections of high-quality academic material. Most of these can be searched using our search tool named Multisearch. Collections of academic material, often called databases, can also be accessed individually via the library website. You will also find useful literature on academic search engines such as Google Scholar. Separate videos on these search options are available, so do check them out. And please don't hesitate to contact DkIT Library with any queries. We are here to help.